This multimedia presentation will cover the trend of mobile fashion boutiques in Jacksonville, Florida. According to the 2007 economic census, there were 1.1 million plus retail establishments in the United States and a total of 14.2 billion square feet of retail space. This meant that there was approximately 46.6 square feet of retail space per capita in the U.S. Commercial retail store space in the U.S. grew 12% from 1970 to 2010. Approximately 70% of the GDP is dependent on the purchase of goods and services. But during that same time period, the population of the U.S. consumers only grew 52%. While this may seem like a positive indicator of economic growth and strength, the number of retail stores in the U.S. is more a scenario of retail supply exceeding retail demand. Because of the explosive growth of mobile and internet shopping, the physical retail location market has become oversaturated. U.S. consumers are in a sense responsible for the closure of these physical stores. In response to the shift in consumer shopping preferences, many stores have and will be forced to close their physical retail locations in 2015. Similar plights have already been faced by national big-name retail brands like Body Central and Cache. Downsizing and closing a number of physical retail stores is a significant trend in U.S. retailing that will undoubtedly continue throughout 2015 and beyond. Wet Seal previously told employees it would not be closing but revamping and revitalizing its brand. So imagine the shock of its employees who learned that most, if not all, the store's locations would be closing in January when the company received a $20.8 million default notice from its creditors. The real question to be answered by this article is, does the U.S. marketplace really need almost 50 square feet of retail space for every individual within the country's borders? Based on the plethora of retail stores still being closed in the post-recession climate, the answer is no. Currently, there are 3 established mobile fashion businesses in Jacksonville, Florida, that have received little to no media coverage exposing and promoting this new business model of mobile retailing. This story will focus on the mobile boutique owner's perspective. It will also include the mobile consumer standpoint to create the fairness and balance needed in all reputable news articles. In order to present and promote fair, balanced, and accurate article, relevant facts will be gathered through ongoing research as well as by conducting interviews with subject matter experts. These subject matter experts include Shawana Richardson, owner of Cincha Fashion Boutique. Ms. Richardson will be able to provide first-hand information on what it is like running a mobile business. Other subject matter experts include Alvette Stevens, owner of Unique Fashions, who also had a mobile and brick-and-mortar store format. Because of her experience, she will also be able to point to key differences between the 2 different business models. This topic has been widely covered in mainstream media in terms of the businesses that have closed. The story has not been told from the standpoint of the alternative options being pursued by retailers who close their business. New and upcoming trends such as mobile retailing combat the high costs of maintaining a physical retail store. The target audience for this article will include Jacksonville residents, fashion lovers, small business owners, and business investors. In conclusion, it can be deduced that access to consumer fashion is changing. The mobile fashion industry is on the rise. Now your fashion can come to you. Mobile fashion boutiques facilitate a more personal and intimate shopping experience, creating customer loyalty.